We recording? Is this thing going?
UNfiltered University.
Welcome to another episode of Unfiltered University. It's your boy Big Gail, and I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on? It's none other than Professor Trav is everything in the building with Unfiltered.
And it's your man Groove. How y'all doing?
Look Groove.
Wow, as fuck. Lil Chain.
Look, Jane, my shit long for you talking about pause if applicable.
Yo.
But we got the great Jew Shiesty behind the camera.
Hello.
He been drinking since 1 a.m.
Hey, we've been having a very interesting conversation off mic. Y'all want to continue that conversation?
It's like volume 37.
Volume 37.
Why don't you go ahead and give your take, Jew?
Oh, okay. So basically, like the background, I was watching DJ Academics podcast. Today.
Problem number one.
This is why
That's the
I've
goat.
been trying to tell you to watch. Academics be dropping some gems,
Greatest of all time.
Dead clock right twice a day.
but he had Carl Cherry on there. Carl Cherry is the curator for Spotify playlists, and he's like over Rap Caviar, which is like the number one playlist in all of hip hop. And basically, what they talk about with academics was like, look, y'all ain't putting independent artists on there. Like all these people was on there assigned to a label. And basically, what I'm saying is, to get these looks, to get on that playlist, you did have to be signed to a label. Like, you can't really go through that playlist, the number one playlist for hip hop, and find somebody that's not signed to a label. And what's the number one? The number one way people listen to music is streaming.
Facts.
So I can't name nobody who blew up and stayed blowed up without a record label. Everybody signed to a record. Drake is signed to a record label. When he could have did his contract regular, make all these albums, and then that's it. If I'm a 6-album deal, I do my 6th album, I'm done.
I'm gonna ask you, I want you to stop right there because I'm gonna ask you a question. Seeing as how Drake came, how he came in the music and who and the people he came in under, and we know that Drake now is not who Drake was then.
Yeah.
How easy do you think it would have been, especially at his height, to leave the powers that be? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most difficult, how difficult do you think it would have been for him to leave the powers that be and be 100% independent?
To leave Cash Money.
Very, it would have been
1,000%. I agree with you 1,000%.
Very what?
it would have been hard for him.
Hard as
You know
fuck.
why
It would have been easy for him to leave, but
why is it hard for him to leave?
His life would have been in danger.
I don't know about that.
I think so. I believe that.
So y'all think his life would be in jail?
I
Why do you
won't-
think he?
I won't go that far. I can see why they say that, especially because of who we're talking about. The reason I won't say it number one is because he's too big of a brand. It's not just him signed to one or two people, and there's no collateral damage or like outside money like attached to Drake. Drake, being who he is now, is too big of an icon. So him leaving anywhere fucks up a lot of money. Like a lot of money for a lot of people and a lot of brands and a lot of businesses. So you can't just cut ties.
So with everything you just said, it fuck up a lot of money with a lot of businesses, a lot of people.
Oh,
Why don't that put his life in
it definitely
danger?
puts his life in danger. Absolutely. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go a step further. I don't know who all have seen it. I'm pretty sure everybody down here in this room have seen it. They touch on that heavy at the end of the Tupac movie. Tupac was really, really ready to be independent, and they kept stressing how he did his 3 albums that he promised Suge, and he really wanted to be independent. He wasn't really feeling the Death Row E shit, but because of who Suge was, Suge kept like being highly impressionable on him and pushing him and all of that, and trying to make it seem like that was the best thing for his interest. And he was kind of shit. He got into it with his girl that night in the hotel room. She was like, why don't you just do what Drake did? He was like, I ain't Drake. Like, according to the movie and shit. Like, because he was so big at the time, like y'all said, he wasn't fit for his life, according to the movie. So I can really come around to y'all side now. That's highly, highly likely for Drake. Like, he can't just up and leave. You too big. You can't just up and leave.
See, y'all saying it because you think his life in danger.
It's not just that. I think from a financial standpoint and all the money that's tied up into him, that No, I can't let you leave.
Legals.
Wait a minute, you can't let me leave.
Because-
I feel my contract. Why can't you let me leave?
Because the same way they talked about with Meek. Like, Meek was ready to put out more music, but because he had already fulfilled X amount of albums currently before it was time to release another one, I don't have to I still control you putting out your music. You can leak all you want to. It's not gonna count as an album. So until I'm ready to release your final album, or however many albums you got left on this contract, you can make all the music you want to. I don't have to release it because currently, as of right now, everything that I need from you I have. So the same way 103 kept getting pushed back by Jeezy. Jeezy had been wanted to put 103 out, but they kept pushing it back because they weren't ready to let him out of shit. Like, it's you at the label's discretion once you sign, especially when you big. Like, why would I let you go? Music is a cruel game.
But Drake had already completed his obligations, and he still signed.
According to who?
According to what happened,
He read up. And he read up. No, he read up before his contract was over.
No, his contract was over.
How many albums was that contract?
They
With
said it
Cash
was
Money? With Young Money? Yeah, something.
like Cash Money, Universal, Young Money, all of them. Sounded like 3 people. Any OJ
Signed
person.
to a nigga to sign to a nigga to sign to another nigga.
Oh,
But
God.
he was already done. They gave him $600 more million, and he stayed. He was already done.
He was never going nowhere
Why? Why wasn't he going nowhere?
because you're a golden fucking goose. Do you actually think I'm gonna let you walk out the door?
Okay.
You a business. You're
Okay.
a finance.
Okay.
You're a businessman.
Then-
You're blah blah. You're a businessman. Look at it. Don't look at it from a consumer or a fan standpoint. Look at it from the organization or the company standpoint. I'm your premier artist to your label.
But if I already completed my obligation, you have no say so in this.
The only way that I got say so not to let you leave is because you couldn't clearly have fulfilled your obligation yet.
He did complete. That's I'm telling you, he did. I'm telling you, he did. He
So
cleared-
so again, for your logic, why he just ain't walk out the door?
because you need
He
them
need 'em.
niggas.
That's what Julian said. He need them.
He
No,
need them.
you don't believe that because you think Drake is this almighty being, which I agree with.
I'm saying he is, but he
At the end of the
at the end of the day,
No
you
matter
still
how
need-
big you are, you still need a label. That's what Julian's saying.
And see, and that's where we differ. I think that if Drake was Drake when he came into music, he'd have never needed a label. But because we've built like all of our business is too intertwined at this point. It's too intertwined. I can't just let you leave.
Okay, so earlier you brought up the Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah.
When Drake came out with So Far Gone, he was bigger than Bobby Shmurda was, and he still signed to a label
That's true.
because you need them niggas.
Nah,
They-
see,
the
he was
record
already signed to them before So Far Gone came out.
The record
what?
labels.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
He was signed to Cash Money.
No, he wasn't.
So Far Gone dropped that
October's
08.
very own. No, he was not.
When did he sign Cash Money?
When the original So Far Gone dropped out, that was under OVO. It wasn't under Cash Money.
OVO was when did OVO become a brand or a company?
October's Very Own was a thing from Jump. That was the name of their web. It was October's Very Own.blogspot.com.
Okay.
He didn't even have a whole his own domain, bro. Like,
I'll take your word for it.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like these record labels give you an outlet that you otherwise wouldn't have.
And what's the outlet?
Shit, they know somebody. They
Because
know somebody who knows somebody.
YouTube and Dat Piff are open to the public.
Yeah, and YouTube and that Piff. I don't know if that Piff's still around, but
Yeah,
YouTube,
it is.
YouTube,
I got it.
but you get paid off YouTube. You don't get paid off that pill.
and YouTube is ran by one of the largest, biggest heads in music ever. Right now, like y'all talked about 300 earlier. 300 is a part of YouTube. It's a record label.
I could
Who's
believe
the
it.
other guy you brought up?
Lucian,
Justin Bieber.
No, it was a black guy. What's the black guy name?
Steve Stout.
Steve Stout. He has Empire, right? Is that what it's called?
Nah,
Or
he actually
United
has.
Masters.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
United Masters.
which is
He's
and it's weird because
a record label person, man.
United Masters is supposed to be an independent. It's like an oxymoron.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like an independent label.
And
It's like a distribution label for the most
Exactly,
part.
and they brought that up too. So it's like 100,000 people on United Masters, and it may be 100 on fucking I don't know a record label name, Empire. Say that.
All right, so I'm
So that 100 people go get that look quicker than you is, and then at the same time, like I'm saying, these people all work together. Like Wayno was on fucking the show, but he also worked at Rockefeller.
You know what? I think
all these people, like, so even if I'm a Joe Budden or Kanye West, like, let's use Kanye West, because you said Jay-Z and Cameron was the heads when Kanye West did. But Kanye West going to everybody. So I'm at the record label. I'm signed to this record label. I'm meeting everybody. So I'm being friendly to everybody.
He wasn't signed at first though. He was an in-house producer, but he wasn't signed on the dotted line.
But when he signed though, I'm in there with y'all. So in case such and such leave, they go this place. I got that connection because I was already at this record label.
You can have those same ties without being on a label. Prime example, Hove. Who was Hove ever signed to? Besides Rockefeller, which is a company that he started.
Def Jam.
But didn't they just have a distribution deal, which is not the same? This is why I keep saying that people get them confused.
Was it 50-50?
I think the Def Jam shit was bigger than just distribution. Off the strength of how Dame Dash was acting in that meeting. It wasn't distribution, you just putting my shit out. Like, I think they had like a 360 deal with Def Jam because the Rock the Mic tour and all of that shit was
got Def Jam.
If Dame was spazzing like that sounds more like a partnership as opposed to a 360. Because I can't push my weight around if I'm in a 360. No matter how big I am. Because you got me sold
That's
up.
just the type of nigga that Dame was though.
True. Okay, so that being said, Def Jam being who Def Jam was, do you allow a nigga who you really don't owe shit to carry on that way and he become as big as he was at his height? Because Dame was the man in music for a long time.
And when
Rockefeller was at his height,
once he
separated from Def Jam, once he separated from the record label,
he still was Dame, and that's what I'm coming to realize.
He's still who he is, but niggas don't fuck with Dame. Ain't nobody checking for a Dame project. Who artists is signed to Dame that we know?
Dame not really in music as you know it, like as he was then. Dame is really more on the independent film side. Like Dame don't do like, and that's the point I keep pushing. We look at shit only on the surface, and we take public
50-50 partnership,
which is what I thought it was. Like, which is why you can throw your weight around because I got money invested in this. So no, I'm not coming to the table with the same need as another person. I got just as much invested in me as you have in me. So again, like we doing this together. Like you're not giving me a look that I ain't already gave myself. So Hov is a prime example, which is who arguably went on to be the biggest rapper of all time and or the best. So it's like your whole argument is defeated.
No, it's not, because he still was signed to them at the same time.
He was signed to him in a partnership with somebody else.
He was
signed to who?
If it was
Jay-Z was signed. That was the whole issue with with LL Cool J and Joe Budden. Like,
yeah, because he was pushing himself.
You have an artist
who was also the president.
And look,
but that's two different times. When he became the president, it was like well into the 2000s. When he formed a partnership with Rockefeller and Def Jam, that was like before Reasonable Doubt dropped. He still put himself on. And that's why people always use a Hov for that example.
Did Hov own the masters to Reasonable Doubt?
Yeah, he said that's the only thing he wanted.
He just got that.
He wanted it because he
recently got that.
No, when him and Dame split, he said the only thing that he wanted was the masters to Reasonable Doubt. You could have everything else. He told him straight up. That's why Dame kept Rockefeller. Hov took the masters to Reasonable Doubt. Dame kept everything else, and you saw what crumbled.
Point of the matter is, all these niggas need a record label.
That's not true. Okay, pull up.
You
this.
can't
look,
name.
Look.
You can't name.
Let's stop talking in circles. Let's move this venue from music to movies.
It's not the same.
How's it different?
Because you could put out an independent film, and even in an independent film that you put out,
independent album.
Let me finish. You could put out an independent film, but unless it's tied to one of these places, nobody's gonna really know that shit.
That's not true either. Tyler Perry is a prime example of that.
Tyler Perry been with studios before. He put out plays, but he didn't put out movies until he got with an actual movie company.
You talking about Lionsgate and Tyler Perry's plays brought in so much revenue. The studios came to him. He didn't, because remember, he went to them at first and they didn't want to fuck with him.
But did he put a movie out before them?
I can't remember who his first movie, because I think the first movie was Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I believe. Don't quote me on it.
But that ain't under just Tyler Perry brand.
No, what I'm saying is
Listen.
Listen. I don't know for sure. We have to Google it if it was 100% independent or not. Regardless of the fact though, he did enough numbers that the studios came to him because when he went to them at first, Tyler Perry.
Coming to you is still at the end of the day you go sign with me because I'm offering you something that you can't get by yourself.
That's not always true. People turn down record deals all the time. You hear him talk about it.
Tyler Perry was rocking, man.
He was rocking, but he ain't put out no full length feature movie at every movie theater in this country until he was with a fucking production company that could do that shit.
I don't know what kind of.
What was his first joint?
I think it was Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I'm looking it up now.
And I'm still waiting on the artist who wasn't signed to a label.
Hove, and you keep overlooking it.
He was signed to
Def just looked it up. It wasn't a sign.
Reasonable Doubt. They was with Priority Records. That was distribution.
It was a distribution deal. It's not.
Blueprint was with Def Jam.
So and we know that was a 50-50 partnership.
So it's still because you saying it's a 50-50 partnership. Like the whole shit with anybody, like it's a 70-30 split. Like it's gonna be a split regardless, but you still signed to this label.
Yeah, but again, but you keep going back to what I said at first though. Like it keeps bringing back to my original point. Itself, kind of. Because if you come and you need a 70-30 split, with you walking away with 30 and or 70, but 9 times out of 10 we know most of the time it's the artist take 30 or the lesser. If I come with 50 and they're matching me 50, our conversations and our dealings with the label ain't the same. They can't talk to me the same way they talk to you.
Well, at the end of the day, you still need. I'm the label. You still need me.
You need me for distribution.
You need me for something. Like it's something that you need me for. Otherwise, you would do this shit on your own. Like that's all Juice saying. Like like it don't matter how big, like what the split is. If it's equal, if it's one motherfucker get more than the other. At the end of the day, an artist need a label.
Is an actor or artist?
Who?
An actor.
Yeah, it's just a different form of.
So our actor signed, like is Will Smith signed to somebody?
No. Shit, probably. Yeah,
he probably
has what, the Actors Guild or something like that.
Yeah,
so the Actors Guild a label? What we saying?
No, I think that's just like the company that they all gotta register. Don't quote me on it.
I know they said it's some shit, some type of talent agency type shit that they are a part of.
An agency, as far as like
that's the label. Like
no, it's like it's an agent. It's like you don't look at fucking LeBron. What's LeBron's agency?
Clutch.
Yeah, you don't look at Clutch as a label. You look at Clutch as a management brand. Same thing with Rock Nation management. It's not.
But
like,
you need them.
Does the agency
no,
do what the record label does?
To get another one.
Lamar
to get another, he fired this agent to get another one.
Lamar got another one. He doing his negotiations in the NFL right now on his own.
Why ain't
on his own?
He doing it. He ain't got no agent.
He just fired him. He fired his agent.
He fired his agent, but is he in the office saying, "I want this, I want that"?
He's handling his negotiations on his own. Just like you can go to court and they advise against it, but you can go to court and not have legal representation.
And people do that, but how many people do that though? Like,
it's a low number
and successful at it.
So are you willing to say that you can't find one successful case? Sure you're not.
I said how many. I know it's some, but I said how many.
No, it's not likely.
You just saw a man go to jail for life.
Yeah, but you also saw.
God damn it, I'm not.
But you also saw how he carried himself. If he legitimate had like a real honest argument, and he went up there looking weird and talking crazy and shit, he could have very well won his case. Like very well. So like I hate when people buy into the establishment. Like you don't watch you watch companies all the time build their backs off of nothing and get it out the mud, but then like we buy into this figment of you need them to do it, because if that's the case, we all hustling backwards. We all doing the work without having the necessary dominoes in order and shit right now or shit in place. If you need somebody to push you, the GoDaddy girls, them motherfuckers, they came to them with fucking a deal because they saw what their numbers was doing. They didn't need them. They wanted to make money off of them. It's not the same thing. I didn't need you.
So, Chris Brown we gonna use my man as an example.
Man as an example. You keep bringing up people that came into the music game that they weren't who they were at their height. I mean, when they came in as they are at their height. I'm naming people that were them when they came in.
Okay.
Who?
The GoDaddy Girls, Hove, and any Justin Bieber. Because remember,
Justin
Bieber was breaking YouTube before he got up under Usher.
But what was Jay-Z doing before he got with Priority or Def Jam? Who was seeking?
Hove had been rapping since like 92.
So he was
You said Justin Bieber went under Usher?
Yeah, like, well, I don't know if he was signed up under Usher, but I know he was up under Usher. It's like
Justin Bieber, you said he was doing what?
You need to go back and, like, Justin Bieber might, I don't know if he got it now, but at one point Justin Bieber had the most YouTube views
ever. On Baby, though.
On Baby.
Ever.
On Baby.
Well, that could be it.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
What's mean on Baby?
That's the song. The
his
Baby
him and
Ludacris.
Yeah, him and Luda. But no, it was his YouTube presence that got
Yeah,
him
he
to
was
look.
doing like this raw.
I'm saying it was his
raw
YouTube presence
talent.
that got him to look, but
Like, it's,
that one he didn't come in up there. Like,
Bro, he was going viral.
His
just like in the basement, strumming a guitar, going viral.
and being on the drums. Like, it was his
Justin-
YouTube presence that
does
got him.
Does Justin Bieber get that couple $10,000 video and the feature from Ludacris without a record label?
He didn't have a record
Somebody
label,
got
dog.
to get paid. When Baby came out, he wasn't signing nobody when Baby came
No,
out.
he was definitely signing somebody by then. But
We're talking about before then. How he got
like,
noticed.
how he got the
Okay,
look.
you can get noticed. You can get noticed all day, but I noticed you, but shit. So
What you
there's
mean?
plenty of people we notice. Like I brought up the dude from Throw Baby. That was one of the biggest songs like a couple summers ago.
He wasn't doing like one hit and out. Like
I'm
Bieber
saying,
had
though,
like
He was
Bieber ain't had he wasn't. He was just a nigga on YouTube doing his thing. Like like bro, like I don't want to say them fucked up shit.
no, say
Like because like come on man, like at the playing the guitar and shit. Like if it wasn't Justin Bieber, won't be shit out a label. Like at the end of the day, what it boils down to, you need a label, dog. Like
fam, you
What's that one girl?
You
She
just
killing it
watched
right
all
now.
of these comics over the last 10 years.
Kinda so.
All of your new comics, your young crop of comics, your DC Young Flies, your goddamn fucking
Country Wayne.
country. Thank you.
And guess what? What is Country like? Country Wayne still doing YouTube videos. DC Young Fly still bring that ass here, boy. If it wasn't for Nick Cannon,
just took it back.
if
to
it wasn't for Nick Cannon, though,
what you mean?
like Nick Cannon would be like y'all bring up these comedians. Like Nick Cannon would be considered the label. Like
Country Wayne like guest starred on Wild 'N Out maybe once. Like Country Wayne's brand was self-built. Like he not signing nobody. He not up under nobody. It's his own shit. And he had that following long before he ever got with Nick Cannon.
Country Wayne has reached his height, his ceiling already.
No way.
Yes, the fuck he has.
How you figure?
Because he's doing the same shit. It's nothing different, bro. Like he's not. He's still on. He's
I forgot all about Country Wayne until you was watching him last week.
like.
Explain to me why you think he reached the ceiling.
Cause what else? What else is he doing?
He's touring, which is what comedians do, and he has an ongoing skit or skits that has been going that do number. Matter of fact,
What did I just say? What did I just say?
He's doing the same
He's
shit.
doing the same. He's reaching. Like what's next?
What you mean?
Everybody else, the DC Young Fly, like all the other niggas that's on Wild 'N Out, they branched on and did other shit. Country Wayne is still doing the same shit he's been doing from jump.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and I ain't no shots or nothing. Do you actually watch his content?
I used to.
When did you stop?
When it started becoming redundant, everything the same shit.
Give me a time span though.
The barbecue when he took the white girl when they went to the fucking barbecue and they had raisins and the potato salad.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
Like
about.
everything has been.
I would tell you
the baby mama shit. Him and his brother. What's T Roy or some shit?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all that shit. It's the same, bro.
But that cougar he got.
Bro. Like
Stop. Let me respond to him. I would tell you to pick up right where you left off, and you will see the advancement in the money, the guests that he have on there. As far as like, he got the nigga that play on fucking one of Tyler Perry shit. He got the what's the nigga that was with his brother with the with the you know the Atlanta niggas. One of them or probably both of them on the fucking Nick Cannon Wild 'N Out shit.
Emmanuel Hudson.
Yeah, he got his brother on one of the newest skits.
You see what you said? You see who you just said? His brother.
Yeah,
Who the fuck is he?
They both comedians, bro.
Who
it's
who was his brother?
Okay, cool. He got the dude that playing Tyler Perry's sister shit in like multiple
shit.
states.
I got a date to watch Sisters at.
See, all I'm saying is you can see that there's a lot more money being made now than it was then because you see that elevation in the production and the artistry and shit. Like shit, old boy Mike that was in fucking
Who bigger, Country Wayne or DC Young Fly?
I'm gonna go DC Young Fly. Just because he's been out longer and he does more.
They been out, yeah, about the same.
Okay.
No, and I want to say I kind of
I
want to
knew
say
DC
Country
Young
Wayne.
Fly before I knew Country Wayne.
Yeah, I did too.
He
I want to say Country Wayne might have been out a little bit before DC Young Fly.
I mean, cool.
and DC Young Fly, he was on fucking Wild and Out.
Hip Hop Squares.
He do music,
Squares.
yeah.
That led to the fucking 85 South show. That's a big ass show.
Yeah. So
Bigger than Country Wayne shit.
okay, cool. So but pause because now we because who he signed to?
Incredible, probably.
Huh?
Incredible.
Oh, Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Which is under what?
It don't matter.
No, it does because that's the point.
Nick Cannon
That's
is
the point. And
label.
I hate when we bang people because it's not a fucking label. It's
Incredible is not a label.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it a label or is it a management?
It's
team?
a label. Incredible.
Okay, so what do they put it out?
I think Nick Cannon last joint was under Incredible. Charlie Clips and fucking Hitman, I think I signed Incredible.
It's what?
Artists.
Like what kind of artist though? And again, like what? No, because my thing is if you say you're a label, you got music, you got like I'm trying to get the specifics because we just throwing out companies and making it seem like it's all the same shit and it's not.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like once you get to a certain level,
there's differences, Joe.
once you get to a certain level though, you get to that next level by being signed to a label.
You say that, but what makes a label a label? You know, how many people has to work in the organization for it to be called a label?
I don't know, man.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say if I'm a dope rapper,
Incredible.
he happened to be a manager.
My bad. Hold on, real quick. Incredible Entertainment is a record label and television film company created by entertainer Nick Cannon. The label's also in association with the sketch comedy series Incredible Crew on Cartoon Network, Teen Nick Hollow Awards, Teen Nick Top 10, blah blah blah, Top 10 on Teen Nick and Wild 'N Out. So yeah, it's a okay.
What other?
It's a record label. It's a record label / entertainment shit.
Okay, so you just brought up a good point. How many people an artist need? So say you the rapper.
Mm-hmm.
You got a manager. You're gonna need a road manager, maybe. You're gonna need a publicist. You gotta have people in charge of marketing. What else you need? Accountant. All right, a lawyer. That's 7 people. So you got 7 people. 7 people go manage it. 7 people control everything Drake do.
Probably more than that.
It's gonna need way more than that. And then they ain't just working by themselves. They gotta have somebody that's gonna go talk to these people at Apple Music, which is the record label. People is going to talk to them because they know them. This person probably worked as my fucking intern last month, and now they such and such over here. I know them. Drake don't know the nigga who curate fucking Rap Caviar. The dude said I never met Drake, but Drake is the #1 person on the playlist for them.
Mm-hmm.
They cater to him because
That
of the
makes sense.
fucking record label. So Drake and his people are not going to talk to this man. Drake ain't going to Drake. Academics say he ain't never met Drake. He's a Drake stan.
Are you listening to what you're saying, or are you just regurgitating what you heard somebody else say? I'm not asking you that because you're talking about Drake as if Drake is up and coming and not the icon that he is now. A lot of company heads at this point will never talk to Drake because it's too much degrees of separation at this point.
About degrees of separation is
It is.
He did. It is.
It absolutely is.
Drake knows somebody who knows the curator.
Because he signed to a record label, so he don't got to do that shit. Imagine if Drake had to do that shit on his own.
Now, when you say on your own,
he wouldn't be reaching out to all of those different
by
avenues
himself
because you would be handling it in house.
Somebody hired.
Independent.
So we just said 7 people can't handle everything for Drake.
Because Drake not again, and this is why I hate using people that's like at
So
the
why
highest
Drake
of height.
why can't Drake be independent right now outside of y'all saying that he gonna get killed?
Because it's entirely too much business now for one person to handle.
Exactly, he need the label to handle that shit.
Drew, you're not you missing me. And the reason and I agree with you about Drake because again, Drake is at the highest of heights. But if Drake was Drake when he came into music, he would have never needed
that person when they come in. Nobody.
All right, so, let's make it relevant.
Because
what you mean when you say hold on? When you say if Drake was Drake, he wouldn't need a label.
Because if I'm coming in with all of that acclaim and all of that following and all of those streams with no label backing, what benefit is the label to me? If I have all, but think of everything that Drake has now.
Who has all that?
No, it's a hypothetical because he asked me why.
So now he got it now, and he needs a label because it take more than 7 people. Like we 7 was the number.
It take more than 7.
7 was the number, and he need a label now. Mm-hmm. So at the beginning, if he was that big, he would. What would be the number then?
I'm not finished because it's not about the number. It's about how he came to this point, and I think that's the part that y'all keep jumping past. He came to this point because of everything that was invested in him from the different avenues as he grew, as opposed to not just the label, like because you can see because you're trying to make a point and you're missing the forest for the trees. I'm not discrediting that you're right about Drake now. When I'm trying to get you to advance like past what you how you thinking now, and think of Drake as being every bit of the prima donna that he is now when he came into music. Like if he really came in with everything that he has now, there would be no need for a record label.
But who comes in? Nobody comes in like that. It's never been done, ever. You'll never see that. The label help you get there though. The label help you get there.
Yeah, help you get to where you need to be. Gotta sign on the.
How many people make a label though?
Man, it don't matter, man. They the major.
No, it does.
It matters how many people make a label.
Yeah.
Why?
You can create a record label, but
Right
but if me and you work together and we get big, did I need a record label? Or did I just need my homeboy?
Let's talk about Rockefeller. Rockefeller's that. It took
but they
3
needed,
niggas. No,
they needed a distribution deal,
cool.
So they went to the record label.
Cool. No, because what Iz is responding to is exactly what the question that y'all just asked. Like the amount of people.
Hypotheticals. Think in fact.
Okay, cool. So let's use Rockefeller.
And they needed somebody for a distribution deal. What you coming to me to partner with me for a distribution deal for if you don't need me? Do it yourself. Print up a million CDs and ship them yourself. You can't, so you need me.
Oh, you mean like Currency?
Who needed? He was fucking signed a young.
No, we talking about now. No, cool. Because you keep bringing up Drake now. Let's bring up Currency now. Currency is independent.
But ain't nobody buying CDs.
Man, shut up.
Streams.
You're still purchasing the music.
But you don't need to buy physical CDs now. Everything is straight to consumer.
And then
so
those
Currency has been independent.
So distribution right now is getting them on them platforms. Distribution right now is
those people we knew before the Currency fucking who right now maybe independent. I don't know if he is Freddie Gibbs. No. They was both signed to major labels before, and they got to follow him. I don't know if Wiz Khalifa. I put him in there because I don't see.
I think Wiz is signed now. I know he was in
Currency is signed
to who?
Atlantic.
For how long?
I don't know how long, but
no, we can go to the Wikipedia.
That's where I'm at right now.
More relevant.
It says current. It just says
Fivio Foreign and Mace. So with that situation,
look how big Fivio is.
It is Mace a record label?
He signed to Mace.
He's not just signed to Mace right now.
Is Mace a record label, or did Mace had a connections?
No, he signed to Mace.
To put five in the places
for 5 stacks. And they both talked about it on fucking what's that $1 million worth of game back to back. Like he signed to Mace.
But Mace just said that
Mace did all that by himself. So clearly it don't take 7.
Mace said he went in and he brokered the deal.
He facilitated the deal
for Columbia Records.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he signed to. He ain't put out the album with Kanye West and getting Destiny Child samples cleared without fucking Columbia Records.
Yeah, but he got 1.5 mil. Mace got half and he got half.
Okay, he signed to a label though.
Mace brokered it though.
okay, he brokered the deal, but at the end of the day, we know Fabio Foreign because he's signed to a record label. Like we weren't bumping Fabio Foreign 3-4 years ago when he was rapping.
His family just came out. He only been out 2 years.
Exactly, only the 2 years we know. Another person, Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch got songs from back in 2012. The nigga ain't blowing. How long keep on with that?
Probably about a year and a half.
A year and a half? No, hell no.
2 years? 2 years max.
But the person I wanted to bring up, if we go listen to his music and he go do good, he got his own fan base. He should still be able to get the same looks he was getting before, and he ain't.
Wait, say that again. What you just said?
The person he ain't getting the same looks he was. He at his height, he wasn't signed to a label. At his height, he wasn't signed to a label.
Who we talking about without saying names? Who we talking about without saying the name? Give me something that I know about. Not too obvious to the public.
Shot somebody.
Tory.
Wait. No, we're not doing that. Because he ain't do that shit.
Allegedly. He shot somebody.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Get no looks. Records ain't selling the same. We ain't seen.
I mean,
none of these other shits.
It's hard to buy into this argument because if that's the case, like, because life is simple math. If the equation says this, that, and the third, if I follow all the steps, the outcome is supposed to be success. But the fact of the matter is, everybody does not sign to a label is not successful.
Yeah, you're not. It's not about success.
It's about you still need them.
It's just getting that look.
For what though? If the end result is not success,
some like Fabio, like the whole thing with Fabio, his point, his view of the shit with Mace, like he was fucked up, so he took that 5,000. Like some niggas signed for that advance.
But on the flip side of that 5,000, he has way more control over his shit in the long run than a lot of niggas who sign that big deal get. So yeah, I'm signing to the major for, let's say, $2 million. Listen, because
I'm listening, but so what?
What you mean so what? Because no, stop. Because it can't be so what if 20. Listen, it can't be so what if 20 years down the line I'm in the Mace position and I'm trying to fight for my royalties and my rights and all that because I signed that big deal early on for the glitz and glamour, but I don't see none of that back end, and I'm hurting, and I'm watching the motherfuckers that sign me eat 10 times over 10 off my royalties and my rights and all of that. It ain't so what.
That's what it is though. Like that's how
so what?
That's the way the cookie crumbles, dog. Like, which
is why you see a lot more people argue and push for independence now because it ain't that. I don't want that. So what? Yeah. I don't want that. Yeah, that fucked up feeling in the end.
You don't, but
you need it because it makes it easier, bro.
Okay, so what point was you arguing outside when we started this conversation?
Didn't I end up coming with you?
Yeah,
I end up going and said you do need the label.
I'm at a certain percentage.
Whatever
you need to do something. Maybe do this distribution for you.
You need me or not, man? You need me to go talk to the people at Apple for you?
You know what this remind me of, and I brought it up earlier.
Like you don't need Google.
You remember all the arguments Rich used to make, rest in peace, about NCAA and how you need to go to college. You need to go to college because colleges give you that look. We knew for a fact that was lies. We knew it was the NCAA and the NBA had a back door behind the curtain deal that we gonna pipeline them through y'all so y'all can make X amount of millions of billions of dollars off of them for that 1 year, and then they gonna come here.
That could be true and it could be false.
It's 100% true because you saw people skate college prior to, during, and after.
We saw that with rap music.
I keep saying Hov, but you don't want to give them to me
because we can't use Hov because he needed them for a distribution.
He didn't need them. It was it can't be put like this.
If he
because it's
mad,
it can't be 50-50 or anything over 50% from the artist. And I need the label. It can't be that. There's no way possible. Because the need would come from the person who's making it. Why didn't he do it on his own then? Honestly, for the same, very simple. You got $1 million. Okay. You want to build a building or whatever. Are you going to use your own money or are you going to take investors? Because we see millionaires and billionaires do it every day. There are X amount of millions or hundreds of thousands or however much up, but they take investors because why would I use my own money? That's not smart business.
We're talking about hypotheticals. Tell me why.
We're talking about that's real bit. That's business.
No, tell me exactly why Jay-Z them needed that distribution deal. Why did they?
We don't know that they needed it.
I can answer that question.
Go ahead.
It make it easier for me. I don't got to spend all my money.
Oh, that's cool. I align myself with that.
I could, and that's the whole thing of why. Niggas need record label because it makes
that's not a need.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because I could use my own money if I wanted
my life to be easy.
Niggas, you're like,
no, it's not the same. It's not.
Okay,
it's not.
Okay.
Put like this: you throwing a party. Mm-hmm. You could fund the whole party yourself. Mm-hmm. You got it. Mm-hmm. And you projected you're gonna get your return. Mm-hmm. Or you could have your niggas go into it with you. Which one would you do? Because even if you have them going to it with you, you don't need them. It makes it easier. And that's where y'all getting it twisted. Y'all getting caught up on need. That in that situation, that's why I say everybody don't come to the table with the same need. I don't need it.
Okay, so we use basketball and we use rap. We name. I'm not giving you Jay-Z, but let's say hypothetically I'm giving you Jay-Z.
Hypothetically.
With NBA, we seen Kobe the KGs go straight to high school. Mm-hmm. I named 2 people. You name me one person in music.
Okay, cool. But I still named you one.
Names, nigga, because they all.
And I did name another one, but you don't want to give it to.
Can we say Master P? I mean, I don't know.
Master P was signed to did Priority too.
All
the niggas did Priority, man.
With the deal that most motherfuckers don't get now.
They need that shit. I can't get my shit in fucking Indiana without going.
He owned a higher percentage than Jay-Z did.
Right.
He what?
It was like their deal was legit 70-30. He took 70% of everything that came in. And whoever Priority or whoever it was took 30%.
Them niggas was signed.
And you do know, because I know you watch the shit, Master P walked away from $1 million deal.
Yeah, he just because you walk away. And let's talk about he walked away with that. What them niggas been there since then?
That was before that.
Why is it a new No Limit?
You do realize when he walked away from that, No Limit wasn't even out yet. And that's what, like, you just be talking, trying to be funny.
Well, the last time he walked about it, where's the new No Limit at?
Sitting in his $500 million house, chilling.
You're right.
Shit. Relaxing.
I think the last time I heard about New No Limit, it was Romeo was the president.
Last time I heard from Romeo, he was singing ICDC.
Hey, go on the corner store and not find no rap snacks.
Jokes.
I'm just saying what it is.
Go on the corner store and get some rap snacks because they in there.
Right, shit. That's the last time you heard.
Boosie got some rap snacks. What you saying?
No,
that's under P.
He has a rap snack.
Under P.
We talking about the motherfucker that own rap snacks.
Every person let's talk about music. Every person we know.
Talking about music. We talking about Master P.
Every person we know from rap, every person was signed to a major label at one point in their career. Every single one of them.
You said that we know from rap? I mean, I'm not necessarily arguing you because the major label that you talk about is the same label that he started. And when he became the president of Def Jam, he was already Hove. Like, it's again, like you conflating the timeline. Like, it ain't all happened at the same time. Like, when Rockefeller was Rockefeller, he was 1/3 owner.
Man, before Rockefeller was fucking Rockefeller,
nothing existed.
And who did he sign?
So look, Master P don't own rap snacks. That's funny.
Who owned it?
Damn,
Some nigga named James Lindsay.
So when did they come to be and how did they come to be?
Master P's the label. He's the face.
Oh, okay.
So
well, hey.
This nigga had this idea for rap snacks since 2004, and it just
I stand corrected.
no, I think 94. What am I with it?
See, we just saying.
Yeah, 1994. Rap snacks launched in 1994. Hey, bro, you need a label. So what's next, man? How's y'all week?
So who's label? Master P the label?
In that, like,
for rap snacks?
Master P would be considered the label. He's the face. Like the whole.
So the brand needed him.
The brand needed him.
That's what it sounds like.
He needed priority.
He
needed priority.
Like,
all right.
The brand would be considered the label. I mean, the brand would be considered the artist. Master P would be considered the label.
Right. So that kind of.
I need you. Me, Rap Snacks, needed Master P, which is the label.
I see what you're saying.
Okay. So yeah, how was y'all week, man? Fuck.
And Master P was
the kids all week.
Yeah.
You need the label, dog. You need the label. The thing today, niggas are trying to do it without the label.
And you see
who?
You see that?
Who? Who's doing it without the label?
People are making it, man.
Who?
They're making it. A lot of folks.
Who?
Getting up there.
Let's just name.
Who?
No, don't worry about it.
Come on now.
I'm just saying, man.
If you make $100,000 as a rapper, is that successful?
It depends.
And that,
Success.
Say it. Please say it, because you finna say what I said from jump. It starts with what your level of success is. Because Tech 9 don't want to be Hove. Hove don't want to be fucking Jody Breeze. Jody Breeze don't want to be the next nigga. It's all about your level of success. Everybody's level of success ain't the same. I might be cool with a 2-door apartment. The next nigga might, a 2-bedroom apartment. The next nigga might want a mansion. But both niggas might be happy.
But guess what? When that label comes knocking, niggas going. Niggas going.
100% of the time. No.
Yeah.
And you know.
I'm gonna say yeah.
I'm
gonna say yeah.
Your favorite rapper walked away from labels.
Who?
Joe Budden.
You know why?
It don't matter why. He wanted to do business his way.
But he
like Joe Budden retired. Joe Budden still wanted to rap.
Yeah, I know.
It's just the structure of the contract. That's why he retired. That's why he walked away, because of the structure of the contract.
He didn't like the business.
Exactly.
Was Dolph hot? Young Dolph. Was he hot before he recently signed to Empire and got killed after he signed to Empire?
Gotti went years independent before he because I know he with Rock Nation as a man. No, don't pick it up now. Because you know who Gotti was at his time.
I don't, man.
See, Gucci was independent for years.
Gucci was signed to a label.
At one point he was.
Gucci always been signed to a label.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I don't know.
I know for sure that he was at one point.
All these niggas were signed to a label at least one point in their life. It's fine, man. Some people I got this label now. I'm signed to a label, then boom, I'm leaving. I.e. Tory Lanez.
If you own 70% and the label has 30%, is that label signed to you?
Wait, what?
Yeah, if it's just 100% and I got the 70 and the label get the 30, is the label signed to me to make their 30% off of me? Because I own the 70%. Yeah, okay.
This article, hold on, I got you right
go.
here. This article came out in June 2021. 25 unsigned or independent rappers. I'm just gonna name it from 25 to 1. Mick Jenkins, Rhapsody, Childish Gambino, Man, Tip, who we said,
Childish.
ODC, I think that's how you pronounce it.
What about them? What you do?
Yeah, of June 2021, probably, but it ain't spelled like that. The 25 independent rappers. Fetty Wap, who we knew was independent. Danny Brown, never heard of him. Migos.
Migos independent?
No, not now, because I know who they signed to. They got Young Thug on here. Dom Kennedy, yo man. Rich Homie Quan, I knew that. Skyzoo, don't know who he is.
Skyzoo got bars.
I'm just telling you,
Murs.
everybody you just named.
Macklemore, we know how big he was. Chance at number 11.
Everybody you just named was signed to a record label.
Gucci.
In their life.
Freddie Gibbs, who you named. Gotti, who I just named. Run the Jewels, I knew that. Nipsey, you knew that.
You just named everybody who's been signed
Tyler,
to a record
Creator.
label at one point in their life.
Joey Badass.
That's at one point.
E40.
I'm just saying.
And I think what you missing is who's to say that that the label really did something for that person throughout the course of their career. It could, prime example. I don't know if y'all watched the I know one of y'all do the Wu-Tang shit. When fucking when the RZA I'm telling you, nigga, when the RZA signed his first deal, that shit didn't take him nowhere. Like, the label didn't do shit for him. Like, he ended up getting a deal after that with Wu-Tang where he had damn near 100% control. How did he
get that deal though? Who we know?
Based off a nigga that he had met doing other shit. Like, it didn't come from the previous label.
He met him at the label.
No, he didn't. Actually, he had met him at a talent concert that he tried to win when they were still all separate artists, and the nigga heard him rap, and then when he heard the nigga rapping on his fucking demo tape from Old Girl Stealing and shit, he remembered the RZA's voice and then reached out to that nigga. He didn't meet that nigga at all through the label because he was still unsigned when the nigga first heard him. So again, no, it's not from the label.
From the label reached out to him later.
Yeah, reached out to him. Like, he didn't go to the label and shit.
But
And by the way, the old dude
took off after they got signed to a label.
And actually, if I think I'm correct, he was the label. Then he
I ain't watched that shit.
You know, you gotta watch.
No, you need to watch.
No, you gotta
man.
watch the second season because he gave, and that's what he gave them niggas contracts. And in his contract, he gave them the flexibility to still go out there and sign their own shit, which is why fucking what's his face, Old Dirty Bastard ended up signing with who he signed with. They gonna touch on that in the third season. Meth ended up signing with Def Jam or whatever. But the Wu-Tang shit was a label that he created. It's crazy. He had 100% creative. Like the label didn't do shit for him when they did sign the deal. But you gotta watch the second season because they break it down towards the end. Like they go over the whole deal that the RZA and Wu-Tang had with the head nigga that was really at the label and shit. Like it was, again, the need. They had all creative control, which is what he didn't have when he signed that first real label shit, I think with Tommy Boy or whatever.
You can have all the creative control you want. At the end of the day, they needed them.
All right, if you say so.
That's the whole point. I'm just saying that's the whole thing. Like, there's nobody who blew up and stayed independent that we know. None of these niggas.
And it's niggas that was signed to labels and became bigger than they were when they was on the label.
Yeah. And them niggas wouldn't have been known who the fuck to fuck with if they weren't at the label. If I'm Freddie Gibbs and I'm at Interscope.
You said what?
Interscope ain't pumping me.
What he said.
But while I'm at Interscope, I get to meet this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. I'm cool with them. Oh, I get signed by Jeezy. I meet this person, this person, this person. If I never sign this deal, I never meet these fucking people.
But that's not true. That's not true. And I just told you that it's not true with the reason. It's not with the reason. It's not true.
He met somebody from a label.
But not because he was signed to a label. He met that person. He met that person long before the first label ever came into the play. So that's not true. His claim to fame and Wu-Tang's claim to fame did not come.
Wu-Tang's claim to fame. RZA was fucking Prince Ali before that,
and that took him nowhere.
But
nowhere.
He had a record deal and a label.
And they canceled it because they weren't bringing in no money, and them units wasn't moving. That album, that vinyl that he put out, it's like they touched all of that shit in the second season. That shit went nowhere. It went nowhere. All of his connections and shit came before that. When he was struggling, trying to make it, trying to get on, just doing talent shows and shit. You gotta watch. You can't argue with me because I watched.
Okay, so why he ain't just do the shit on his own? Then why Wu-Tang ain't just do the shit on their own? They already had creative control. They with the label, they got creative control without him. Why ain't they do it? Because they needed the label to push that shit.
You should watch the second season.
Man,
because the proof is in the footage.
Tell me why they ain't need the label.
No, because I want you to come back. You know what? You was right. Because you've been doing that a lot lately.
Tell me why they didn't need the label.
Hey, we know I got the footage. You've been doing that a lot lately. I be right. And whenever we gonna have a pod, I be right.
Why didn't they need the label?
You should watch the second season. Because your answer's in the second season, if you want it. Or you gonna keep running from it till it's in your face, like that other shit that you was wrong about.
I ain't want to watch it because I can't trust the dude who played the RZA no more.
What he do?
Ding.
Just, I don't like his demeanor.
That's crazy.
Where we at next, man? Because this was an hour.
No, I mean like this.
How long?
This is what he was supposed to be a top.
This. But see, that's the thing for Jew. Jew believes in the establishment, and he believes
I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep saying. Can't nobody change.
Where we at? You want to talk about the NFL or Will Smith apology?
Let's talk about Will Smith.
Yeah. Jew like that shit too. Jew believe in all that shit.
Nah, I said I was against him slapping though. I said that nigga was.
Oh yeah, stop. Let's start there. So you believe it wasn't no gimmick now?
Nah, I believe it still was a gimmick.
No, he lost too much money behind that shit. It can't be a gimmick.
Who lost money?
Will, like a lot of his upcoming shits, like the Netflix shit he had, another movie he had, all that shit got pushed back because motherfuckers started stepping away because the money got fucked up.
We should have had my nigga Chuck Taylor on here for this
because
Chuck Taylor.
Shout out to Chuck, but no.
Chuck think it ain't gonna stop. He told me Bad Boys 4.
Think about it, man. If a new Will Smith movie came out on Netflix, ain't we all gonna watch it?
No, it's not because he slapped them and brands didn't want their money fucked
if
up.
It came out, are
it
you
got
gonna?
pushed back.
Would you click if that's one of the little top 10 trending on Netflix? Are you gonna click on it?
Yeah, I would. But
I'm clicking on it.
We don't speak. We four niggas. We don't speak for the masses.
What you clicking on?
I'm clicking on that bitch.
I'm clicking on it.
He
I think a lot of people would still click on it.
Hey,
because I've said though, you know, because I'm thinking like cancel, like only the companies can cancel you. Like the people, the masses, they ain't gonna really cancel.
The people can 1,000% cancel you.
I don't necessarily think that, because they'll still show up and watch you if they like you. Like niggas still love R. Kelly music.
Hey, I guess if R. Kelly had a concert, that bitch would sell out.
No,
Crazy. You know, the companies canceled Dave and the studio, but the people still showed up. The people still gonna show up.
And again, like we gotta stop painting everybody with a broad brush. You naming the biggest niggas who have cult followings: R. Kelly, Dave Chappelle. So, and I'll take that back. I agree with you about R. Kelly. R. Kelly, Dave Chappelle, anybody else big that's a forever legend stamped in their field. Everybody don't got that same leverage.
I think Will Smith got it.
How long are the telephone conversations from prison?
Shit, depends on if you got a phone in your
Nah, my homeboy calls me. I might be walking the track. He'll call me 11 o'clock because he in Vegas. And we might get like a 15-minute conversation there before it says, you have 1 minute left.
So probably 16 minutes.
Right.
It's okay. Let's
Simple math.
if it's 16 minutes, can't he do a telephone concert and rock that mug? Think about it now. If he needs some money, Kels can do a 16-minute telephone concert. And how many people how many folks gonna listen to that?
I would. I ain't gonna lie. I'll check it out.
Hey, if R. Kelly started singing from prison, people gonna check it out for sure.
I mean,
wait up, did somebody post a video of them like they called R. Kelly was that fake?
I think that was fake.
Like my cousin Acelli with R. Kelly singing through the phone. Y'all ain't see that?
No.
I'm gonna show it to you. But
damn, I forgot the name to go. We gonna touch on this after it go off. After this over with.
I think
somebody popping in my head now.
About what?
The previous conversation.
Man,
you gonna be mad. You gonna smack your lips? No, hell no.
Eminem?
No. Nobody that you thinking about.
We all Google.
You like a motherfucker.
But I would watch the Will Smith movie still, but he wrong, and I don't blame Chris Rock for not, accepting his apology, nigga.
So that's what I don't understand. Like Chris Rock been said he not gonna accept the apology or whatever the fuck. So why do this shit? Like that's I don't know.
Oh, he got to do it like
you gotta protect
Nick Cannon
the brand.
had to do it.
He said it. You sort of joke like you gotta protect the brand. Like checks, motherfuckers is walking away.
Yeah, that shit. I guess
The public apology got to be had so that they can start releasing his
straight up. There's too much.
His
too
movie
much shit tied up.
Well, hey, cool, whatever. Hey, keep his wife's name out your mouth. Shit.
Think about it. Did Will Smith walk up there to fight or just a smack and turn around? What did he walk up there for?
For whatever, to get him to stop talking shit about his wife.
I don't respect niggas who do that. I don't. Because, and I'm gonna be honest with you, 1,000%. I watch like you know when niggas really want to fight when they don't do that bump and chest shit. When they don't choose to take action in a situation where they know that the fight gonna get stopped immediately and the shit like you ever see two niggas who you know got beef and ain't nobody watching them? What happens? Nothing. 9 times out of 10 because you ain't got no ego or nothing to prove. Will knew the perfect time to do what he did was when 20 billion motherfuckers watching all over the fucking world. And you know Chris Rock can't hit you back right then and there.
So okay, so look, hold on, Joe. So he know that, but he don't know what he got to lose.
Fam,
like if Will Smith knew what if he knew what he had to lose, you think he still do that?
You Will Smith, unless he caught amnesia.
Bro,
to the day he died, he got shit to lose.
Like I believe the nigga blacked out. Like he was like, I believe the nigga blacked out. Like is that something that he was out of character to you, right? Like
no, I don't feel like he was out of character. I feel like he was an opportunist. Yes, I feel like he took full advantage of that moment.
So you've seen Will Smith behave like this before?
No.
Do you know Will Smith to behave like this?
No, but just because you do something that I'm unfamiliar with does not mean that you're out of character.
Have any of this ever came like when this shit happen? Well, usually when shit like this happen, it comes. Yeah, this motherfucker always do this shit. He wild out at the parties and all this shit. Like he was out of character, bro.
No, if we being honest, they did bring up footage from back in the '90s where he was wild out at another like interview or some shit like that, talking real crazy on camera or whatever. So this is not out of his history. If we doing that, just because we going off sample sizes, we got a whole lot more of good as opposed to negative. So to go off of.
So Will Smith came out in the 90s.
80s,
right?
late 80s. I think
Yeah,
music
like late 80s,
80s.
early 90s.
When was you said
What's that? Parents just don't understand. Is it that?
Okay, so you got that, and then this shit happened in 2022.
Yeah. You just asked me how I ever seen it. I'm telling you that the public, you know, the internet did they internet and shit. They report like it's all I'm telling you is, you know that you nominated for awards. You will Smith. You can go backstage if you want to. If you really wanted to really put hands and feet on that nigga, you could have seen that nigga afterwards and really got to him like you want. Hey, let me holler at you, and really did it.
Or he wanted that shit to stop, and if he would have sat there and it would have kept going, and then would have pissed him. Like,
I agree with you.
So
I agree with you there because I think, and I agree with every motherfucker that said it. I don't think that slap was for Chris Rock at all. If anything, 10% of it was for him. I think it was for all those fucking August Alsina jokes, the everything that she. Honestly, I think he was slapping her. If we keeping it a buck, I'm keeping it a buck. I think that he used Chris Rock as a vehicle to slap every negative comment that the public has said about their relationship, and every way that she's dragged him through the mud publicly. But Chris Rock was just a vessel that got used to you know, get his shit off on.
I agree with that.
I'm keeping it a buck with you, like, because it's been way worse shit said.
Cause like
that was just the icing on the cake.
Cause like the earlier they did a joke about, oh, you know, Jada said you available. You know what I'm saying? Like when they was pulling people up to like that couple shit with the other joke with the girl.
Yeah, right before.
He was like, look, man, I'm tired of y'all. He was like, oh man, y'all, the world think I'm a joke. I'm about to slap the shit out of this nigga. He probably blacked out a little bit.
But at the same time,
I don't think that's a blackout. I think that he made a conscientious decision. Enough is enough.
Yeah, it's
like that's what I'm saying. I'm not giving him the blackout shit. Like,
what I'm saying is like, it's like once he heard like, I'm tired of this shit now. And then he's like, I'm gonna slap the shit out of this nigga. And then did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first joke was like, what the girls were probably like, look, next nigga say something, slapping the shit out of him.
And see, and you know my rule, I don't believe in apologizing. Not if I meant it. Like, if I meant it, I'm not, what I'm apologizing for? You meant it. You and then after it was over, you screaming at the top of your lungs, keep my wife's name. Like, no, nigga, you meant that. You really meant it. So what you apologizing for?
But that's you.
What, because of the brand?
I mean, like, that's...
Because that undercuts everything that you did leading up to that moment.
Bro, like, we was at work that time when you and Rich had y'all words. Y'all niggas ain't mean that shit. Like,
I can't speak for Rich. But I stand on what I've said from jump about that whole situations. I don't believe niggas be really wanting to fight. Because if you really want to fight, you're not doing all that pushing. So shit.
How he ain't do no pushing. He was all action. So how you say he wasn't like? That's what you lost me at, bro. Like, you keep saying like the chest bumping. It wasn't none of that.
But it was though.
When?
We talk about it off air.
I'm talking about Will Smith. Like, he literally went on stage and slapped the fuck out that man. Like, it wasn't no talking.
Because he knew he couldn't do shit back. And look, and I said those two things. I said when a nigga really want to fight, he not doing all that pushing shit. And on top of it, you don't choose a situation to where you know a motherfucker can't get back to you.
So, hey, on some real shit, if Will Smith went up there and slapped the fuck out of Chris Rock, they could have put hands and feet on Will Smith. Chris Rock wouldn't have got no slack for that. Because you defending yourself, bro.
You believe that for real?
Hell yeah, yes.
So you don't believe in zero tolerance then?
Zero tolerance.
Because what you just described is exactly why zero tolerance is in place.
So do you think zero tolerance got anything to do with what the fuck just happened with Will Smith?
1,000%.
So
I think it had a worse effect on Chris Rock.
So if it's zero tolerance, this apology don't mean shit. All the movies on Netflix still gonna get pushed back. ain't none of the movies coming out. Bad Boys Full Scrap. Like all of that shit. If it's zero tolerance.
No, because number one, the public is easily forgiving and stupid. And media.
It's not zero tolerance.
No, I'm talking about from the moment standpoint. Like it was nothing that because it was gonna go into the court of public opinion like it did, but it was gonna be way more shit to sort out because of course you was gonna have Chris Rock fighting back. Chris Rock knew what was coming up for him. He knew the Kevin Hart tours, his solo tours that's going on concurrently, all that shit. Like, and I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just saying if you really, really, really wanted to get at that nigga, you Will Smith. He's Chris Rock. If you really wanted to put a bird in his ear, you don't do that shit in front of 20 million people.
We talk about on site all the time.
And that shit is a myth because you know niggas that see fam. You grew up in the hood. You know niggas who see niggas that they got beef with.
And I also seen niggas who they got beef with, and it was really on site.
I know that, but what have you seen more often than not?
It don't matter.
It does.
Like, it really don't, bro. Like at the end of the day, Chris Rock would not get no flack if he would have beat the fuck out of Will Smith.
Oh, you mean the same way Will gets no flack from some and he gets some flack from others. It went to the court of public opinion and the shit would have went back and forth.
And it would have been like this nigga defended himself. He got every right to beat your ass.
That is true.
Like I think it would have been like, damn, these niggas got to fight in that.
I ain't want to be the one to say it, but I agree.
Yeah, I think that's what it been. These
turn the
niggas
Oscars to the Source Award. What you talking about?
These niggas got to fight the thing. But I do think Will like pick the nigga who want to go fight back too.
An opportunist.
Yeah, I'm all over it, man. Yeah, I guess you
I don't
call
think
it
so.
like,
I think no matter who the fuck was up there talking shit, like he was gonna do that regardless.
Nah, because you heard too many jokes from too many people prior to.
When that night?
No, just over the course since the entanglement and the Tupac post and all that shit.
Though, like you can't like dictate when a nigga is fed up, like, and then you my man's too, like, nah. I think whoever it was on that stage would have got slapped.
That joke was light.
Whatever man on that was on that stage.
I don't believe that 1,000%.
That was a light joke.
It was, and that's again like it's the entire setting from the jokes from and it wasn't like he just started with Jada. Like he cracking jokes on people in the audience, so it's not like I'm singling you out.
Man, you my man. Don't talk about my wife, man. Don't do that.
Okay.
Hey, look, man, if she come with the cue ball.
Y'all niggas sick. Y'all are crazy.
No, Will crazy, and like it's like he shouldn't be nailed to the cross because his good, in my opinion, does outweigh his bad. But that was some fucked up shit. Like it's fam. Like it's.
I want. You said Chris said he ain't gonna accept the apology.
He said that when he first asked about it, he said that he gonna talk about it when he good and ready. Like he ain't nobody finna force him to.
Yeah, I feel you.
Which he got it right.
He probably waiting to catch Will Smith by himself.
I don't know about all
Will
that.
Smith might beat the fuck out of Chris Rock.
Beat the brakes off Chris Rock. Oh, he gonna be flinging him around.
And I told you, like right after that, what we saw, motherfucker tried to run on stage with Dave Chappelle, and like it's like I hate what that breeded because again. Comedy is a slow, might not even slowly. It might be a fast dying breed because motherfuckers can't take jokes now.
So look, that shit like so you think that shit with Dave Chappelle had something to do with Will Smith, like because Will Smith did this?
I think it's opened the door for a lot of shit.
I don't think so. I think like them people got it out for Dave Chappelle.
Hey,
we can say gay, right? LBG, G is gay.
Hey, this.
Thank you. Stop right there. I appreciate that. Motherfuckers got to stop being scared of it. Like, nigga, it's a legitimate term.
What's the time stamp on this, Jew?
Like, are gay people not a thing? Are lesbian people not a thing? Are transgenders not a thing? Like, we could talk about a group of people and not be rude or condescending.
Hey,
like,
you don't know how they gonna take it though.
Can you say, man, that fucking gay dude, or can you say, man, this gay motherfucker?
Hey, I'm glad you said that. I forgot.
There's a black motherfucker and this black dude. I remember.
The joke
this fucking
was
black guy.
It's like I can say some racist shit.
Yeah,
the black guy can say some racist shit and be cool.
Like this Chinese motherfucker.
This fucking Chinese.
Chinese guy.
But It's kind of like off topic a little bit, but when you mentioned like people can't take a joke, I saw a post today, man. It was like, man, our generation want to let this shit fly, and it was have y'all seen Not Another Teen movie?
No.
Well, that's what the little mashup. That was one of the first mashups, ain't it?
Yeah, like when they take teen movies and they do it like scary movies.
Yeah.
All right, so it was a part, on Bring It On when the white girls are stealing the black girls' cheers.
Oh yeah. The Clovers.
And Not Another Teen movie, they said, we ain't stealing y'all cheers, we original. And then when the white girls got to do the cheer, they was like, yeah, we black. We black.
That wasn't the one that was like James got a gun. Was that was
yes,
okay, I did see it. Yeah.
But then there's like, we shake our ass on these niggas or something like that. And somebody's like, man, we wanted to let this shit fly. It's like, man, that's the part of the joke of the movie, man. They stole these cheers, but then they go up here and do these cheers, and it's actually some cheers that a black person would do. Like these white chicks said, I'm black.
I hate to say it, but
that shit funny.
Millennials, maybe us or right after us, are running the world. Like they get on Twitter and like Twitter the new Bible. Like, whatever you say on Twitter, it becomes, oh, no, you can't say that. And motherfuckers be scared to say real shit in their living room. What the fuck?
Hey,
fuck in my fucking face.
We always talk about how they be like, men can't do this.
Man.
Or this is the shit that make men gay. And so there's like, according to Twitter, all this shit make men gay. There's like, packing a lunch, talking about your feelings. There's like, having sex with women.
Hey, I'm taking the Dave Chappelle approach. Twitter's not a real place.
Man, that shit be funny, though.
Nigga said no grown man should be laughing twice in one day.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit.
One good laugh is good. After that, you need to get sick. Like, come on, man.
And y'all be fueling that shit. Y'all be making these motherfuckers. And it was a dude that posted that one.
Yeah, who's that?
Lame ass nigga.
He a rapper.
I don't give a fuck. He trashed. He need a label, like you said.
Pac-Man.
Man, I be cracking up at that shit though on Twitter because it just be so ridiculous that people say anything.
And motherfuckers take it as gospel.
Yeah.
And
what you say earlier? My words, they gonna take it as gospel.
Hey, I'm responsible for what I say, not what you hear. But moving on. What was next?
I want to hear what you got to say about Tom Brady.
Man.
Oh well, let's give some backstory. Well, the owner of the Miami Dolphins has been suspended for tampering.
How do you suspend the owner? Like, what the fuck?
Nigga cheating. The fuck?
I'm saying, like, what for? Like, how do you suspending the owner does what?
Honestly, and he has like a $1.5 million fine.
That ain't shit.
Exactly. Which like it's money talk. And again, everybody ain't created equal. So since I own a team, it's really only so much you can do with me or whatever. But yeah, man, like it's not. And I ain't trying to shit on Tom Brady, but I am trying to paint a picture. I want you to think of the black player that would be linked to that many cheating scandals or mishaps, and still be revered that highly in the league. Okay. Answer that before you change the narrative.
LT.
I'm not changing
the original LT.
But what did Tom Brady do wrong in this situation? He was courted by a team.
But he played a part in it because his retirement was fraudulent, and they proved it. His retirement was fraudulent.
How?
He retired from football only to end up quitting the retirement so he can go to Miami.
But the fucked up part, before his last game was even over, once it was said that they were going to lose, they were talking about his retirement already.
They had been talking about his retirement every season since like his last season in whatchamacallit because of how he was playing or whatever, and they figured that he would want to go out on top or whatever. But since he didn't, they might be. But that's every year speculation though. Since like his later years, didn't nobody really expect him to retire, and that's why everybody was shocked when he did. Like it's like, oh no, like he been saying for the longest he got another 5 seasons in him. Like at first it was I want to play to 45, now it might be 48, 50. Like didn't nobody really expect him to retire. So when he did, like it broke fucking. Didn't he retire right before the Super Bowl? Like the week before, like it broke the fucking internet.
This year.
No, like a couple days later, he didn't retire right away.
When they lost, a couple days later.
But all of that shit was a ruse or whatever, like or a sham. Like he was trying to get to fucking Miami, and they proved it. So all that shit that was going on with Brian Flores.
So why he didn't go?
Because the Miami deal ended up falling through, and Brian Flores blew the whistle and filed the lawsuit. That's what really threw the monkey wrench and everything. Once Brian Flores filed that discrimination lawsuit, everything went in Miami harder. Because remember, Sean Payton, around the same time, had immediately retired from or left New Orleans or whatever. And all that shit was happening like week after week after week, right before fucking, what's his face, Brian Flores filed the lawsuit and shit.
So wait, who did Brian Flores? Who did he interview for? What team was that? That was him when he interviewed for a team and they sent him the congratulations.
Yeah, that was Bill Belichick sent him the early congratulations, but it was the wrong fucking Brian and shit.
Okay,
that's funny as hell.
I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming him 100%.
I don't like this. This ain't no stain on Tom Brady. Like he got courted.
Fam, he played a part, and that's the thing. Like you can't act like it don't matter because it do. That's why motherfucker was shocked when he didn't get no part of the suspension and shit this time. Like he has been around a lot of shady shit in the NFL.
Man.
Like you can't act like it don't exist. Like that's my thing with Tom Brady fans. And I don't hate the nigga, but like
how many Tom Brady fans you know, man?
A lot. Man. I'm looking at two of them.
Hey,
and I don't know how the is feel about Tom Brady. I could just start naming Tom Brady fans.
Hey man, what they say, if you ain't Gene, you ain't trying.
Hey,
oh, that's why relationships work.
Jesus Christ.
I got bars in it.
Damn, but yeah, fuck. My nigga finna win the Super Bowl this year. We ain't tripping on that shit.
With who?
With Tampa Bay.
Oh, what Tampa Bay?
The Bucks.
What Bucks?
Yeah, all right. The ones that won last year.
They did.
The ones that won the year before last.
Them ain't the same niggas at all.
They got better.
Did they?
Yeah.
Would have hurt Julio? Did be hurt all the time?
Man, hey, he only
and the no Gronk this time and the older Tom Brady.
Hey,
Father Time not gonna do it eventually.
That's what y'all hope, ain't it?
No, I don't hope it. I know it's gonna come eventually.
That's what they say about LeBron.
He's sitting in the dining room. Father Time, I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Father Time. Man.
Hey, my nigga finna win the Super Bowl. Fuck them people.
Hey,
fuck them analysts.
as long as he playing, they in contention every year.
Oh yeah, they gonna make the playoffs.
Better be scared of them.
I don't know about all that.
AFC championships.
So I know we ain't like, yeah, cause that was, yeah. Could you let your girl have a male best friend after y'all got together? Like some nigga that she got cool with at work, and that nigga, hey, look on Julia's face, dog.
Not afterwards. Not before I gotta accept what come with it. But afterwards, what the fuck?
Yeah, that ain't cool, man. That ain't cool.
I know best friend that.
Come on, player.
I hate the fact that I always got to be the person to add logic to the shit.
Unless he gay.
Nah,
Can't say that. Nah.
we worked at Lyric.
Why y'all best friends? We 30. Why you need to do best? Why you gotta do best friend?
You gotta take circumstance into it.
We 30, dog.
Like that's why I'm glad he said job, because job is like, think about it. More often than not, you spend more time at work than you do at home anyway. Like, so with shit with that, it's going to come with bond building, whether it's male or female, whether it's male, female, female, vice versa. Like that shit comes. Let's take the jokes out of the shit and let's be real. Now I think you really got to have a real conversation or two, and you really got to pull back the layers and see what's really going on. But is it something that I would want? No. Is it something that you could actually fight if it's genuine? No, you can't fight it, because everybody, like, you cool motherfuckers you never want to hit that have vaginas, right? Of course you do. Of course you are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
I'm just saying, I got a perfect example for you after this shit go off, and it was brought up at a family function or whatever, and you got to respect it. Like, it's...
But I'm saying it because I'm cool with my people at work, but I ain't that cool now.
How much time do you spend with them outside of work?
That's the thing. I'm with you all day, right?
That's not what I asked you. How much time do you spend with them outside of work?
Man, man, we cool. We Facebook friends. Maybe I'm just not that friendly, I guess, as I thought I was. Because, look, I'm cool with a lot of people that I work with, but damn, we ain't that cool.
How much time do you spend with them outside of work?
I don't.
Exactly. Boom, take us. Take third row. How much time do we spend together outside of work?
It depends on who you talking about.
No.
Not no chicks.
Okay, so don't use
Pause.
Pause. Definitely pause, because you made that sound terrible. Take second row, third shift. It was a lot of co-ed coolness, and I don't know nobody.
Work there no
You
more.
know what it is?
I'm talking about when we worked there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't work there no more. So some of them was fucking,
Some of them wasn't.
but some of them was.
Okay, cool, but you can't paint everybody with a broad brush. That's what I'm saying. It's that's why I said it's circumstantial.
You know what it is? Y'all niggas work at like factories and shit.
And it's common now. That's common.
So y'all,
but also you gotta manage. You gotta look at it.
Wouldn't do that, but y'all do be kind of close at
Fam,
the
you
factories.
working 10, 12 hours, not including overtime and shit
that's
like
what I'm
that.
saying. Y'all in the factories, like, nigga, I worked at AmeriCar.
Shit, it was going down in America.
Man, let me tell you something. Somebody asked me to borrow my car one day. I was like, what? We ain't that cool.
They ain't know that.
They
thought y'all was
They
family.
was trying to go to Wendy's over there.
Man,
No, was that Taco Bell right
They was
there?
trying to go to Taco Bell. One time they was trying to go Burger King. So you going across the bridge. What is you talking about? Y'all is not taking my car
What you
nowhere.
talking about?
But people try to hang out after work. Man, I've been sitting here with y'all all day cracking jokes. I'm cool. Want to see my girl.
I can't never subscribe to that, because that means that everything that your girl think when you entertaining, that's a nasty word. Not when you talking to, when you having a regular conversation with a person of opposite sex that you trying to fuck, and that's not the case. And that's how those narratives get
That's
painted.
how it was when they did. Like,
So you, wow.
what?
Leave the name. Leave the name.
Go ahead. Nadine was my dog, man.
You weren't trying to fuck Nadine, right?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Hey, look, let me be perfectly clear. And I don't need you to take this part out, even with me saying this part. When you chop this part up, do not zoom in on my face, because I made a face. But anyway, that's the prime example. So now, what if you and her got tight, like to where like y'all, like you trying to invite her to family function, she invite you, shit like that. Like sometimes y'all take
we got like that.
Exactly. It was platonic, right?
Yeah.
So what's the problem? On the flip side, if your girl had the same shit, again, it shouldn't be excessive. Let me be perfectly clear. It should not be excessive.
What you mean excessive?
Like, you shouldn't be texting this motherfucker at just like y'all shouldn't even be texting daily.
Hey,
Best friends text daily.
I was gonna say best friends.
Me-
No.
Matter of fact,
Me, Vic, and Janae had
I was just gonna say that y'all talk daily.
But
It's a group chat.
But at the time, motherfuckers ain't like in my situation at the time, like, yeah, you right, bro.
I know.
Like, you know what? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I swear, I don't know. One moment I might be cool with it. Next moment I might go get on my Drake shit and go through that motherfucker. Like, what the fuck this about?
Yep.
I mean, but see, if it's genuine, it ain't hidden. Like, you see Facebook comments, Instagram,
facts.
Like it ain't like damn, what the fuck you and you ain't seen this nigga nowhere on no lights, no Facebook, no social media shit. Like, it's overt, it ain't covert. So it's like I ain't got nothing to fear, and you still might have something to fear, but again, the lines of communication.
Maybe it's because I don't be. We use coworkers. I don't be getting cool with my coworkers like that. We be cool. We don't be cool like that.
See,
maybe because I work in a different kind of industry too.
No, you are a real introvert though, and
Like me.
I be
you a real introvert.
Not like me.
I'm an introvert, and I did have.
It'd be funny. My mama be trying to use that. I was like, sit your ass down, lady.
I be having friends. I can make friends, but at work can be kind of different. What they told me, it's kind of different. I ain't gonna use that knowledge. I'll tell y'all later. But yeah, I don't be getting cool with that.
I think that
they cool people. I
think that if you can't have, like, because you shouldn't go searching, But certain shit is organic. Like, if you just develop a bond, and even bond sounds extra. Like, if you just get cool with a motherfucker, like, you got cool with him. I see this motherfucker every day, or at least 3-4 times a week.
I'm 30. I don't be getting best friends no more. Y'all my best
Nigga,
friends.
you be chumming these little nigga rappers. Stop it.
Y'all my best
You be in that
friends.
top 8 on MySpace. All you shut up.
Y'all my best friends.
I like that.
Shout out to the rappers. Hey, your homies ain't your homies.
Damn.
I think then we had one more thing on there.
I think that was it.
That was it, Lord.
Was it?
Hey, so I got one more episode before I take out.
So we taking auditions. Say nah.
No, you coming on camera, nigga.
No, we did have one thing left. Your boy Deshaun
Deshaun who? Watson?
and his 6 games.
Man, what do you do?
6 game suspension.
No. Yeah, 6. Yeah, he got 6.
Deshaun got 6 games.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
What do you do?
He was kind of sexual harassment.
So they say. That's what they said.
Is that? Do he got hair?
Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
He got a fade.
No, so that's was that Kyler Murray with her?
Yeah.
There was a chick on TikTok talking about him. I'm surprised he didn't get suspended yet.
I would say he be aggressive with the ladies,
Yeah, when he be getting his hair braided, he be trying to.
fill up their thighs and shit.
Like the chick said, she told him to wear. He asked her to wear certain clothes. Oh, you know what? That wouldn't be. He asked her not to wear like leggings and shit. That's what it was.
Like, so
So
y'all
yeah,
just
he
talking
good.
about this. 'Cause I just looked it up. They said that they appealed the 6 game suspension.
Yeah, they're trying to get it down like
They
to like
trying
4 or something.
Oh, they say they seeking a tougher penalty for violating the league's personal conduct.
Oh, you talking
policy.
about the league?
Yeah.
I think you're talking about his team because I know his team trying to appeal that 6 too.
Oh, the league. God damn, man, what do you do?
Where you been since like?
At the massage.
Yeah, like 24 girls, 23, 24 girls. Damn, like
that's a lot of massage.
23 of them have settled. Like it's just one left or whatever.
So what they saying he did? Like
they say he get overly aggressive, not aggressive, but he get sexual with them. And like they said, one of the ladies said that he was pumping in the air while she was look at this thing.
wait up.
Yeah, she said that he was pumping in the air while
Have you ever had 24 massages?
Wow,
bro?
she was getting a
I ain't got
massage.
up to 24. I done had my fair share.
That's-
Bree got me one last year for my birthday.
Hey, I'm gonna talk to you after this.
But yeah, like it's
24. That's
why is that a lot? Why? Why is that a lot?
wow.
You a football player and you traveling from city to city.
But did R. Kelly even have 50 girls that he had lined up against him? No, 24.
Cosby had 50.
Jesus Christ, these some sick niggas, bro.
And all of them recanted their story, from what I heard.
Well,
So it's like,
I'm just so wait up. This nigga was lying on his back or was he lying on his stomach and started pumping?
I mean, it's 24. I'm pretty sure he got a
Had to
variant.
go.
did the crybaby. That nigga did the crybaby on the massage table.
It's funny, but it ain't funny because that's some sick shit. That's some weird shit to do. Like I'm at the massage already, got no drawers on.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take the stance. I'm
Happy endings happen a lot in them Chinese
a lot.
massage parlors.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Never been to a massage.
No, you know what?
I was one to Vegas, bro.
Oh, you got your happy ending?
Nah,
you
I
ain't pay
don't
for it?
believe in that shit.
You know?
Nah,
Robert Kraft do.
hey, it be like that sometimes. Robert
mean,
Kraft
that-
got a bag. I bet he had it.
I mean, he was at the spot in Florida with the underage sex trafficking girls, and he got a slap on the wrist.
Like you're
Oh,
saying,
I was
Maxwell.
gonna say, Deshaun Watson?
Yeah, they probably in the group text.
I bet they group chat used to be lit.
Nuts, sick, all type of 13-year-old.
They ordering them Sterilite crates from Amazon. Yeah,
From
I remember what
what's the place?
the crates on Amazon was actually kids. And shit.
No, it wasn't
Sick.
Amazon. It was fucking what was that?
eBay?
No, where you get the furniture from? What's the Wayfair?
Wayfair.
Oh, Wayfair. It's Wayfair. It's buying a tumbler for $14,000.
A ninja bullet.
And sex trafficking is not funny. It's not. We're laughing at the hypocrisy between owners and players. Because Robert Kraft was found in a known sex trafficking massage parlor, and we act like that shit don't exist.
Man, he Yeah, then this nigga.
The whole organization. I'm glad Tom Brady got out of there.
Got suspended for pumping the air.
I will say that none of that. He was viewed as the pillar of like being a stand-up guy and shit until he asked out of the Texas organization after everybody else started leaving. That's all. I don't know. It's a huge coincidence that the moment he wanted out and speaks out against the organization, now women start dropping out the sky saying that he got freaky with them. Like, here's the thing: if I'm a predator, like let's use R. Kelly for an example. R. Kelly's predatory habits spanned different situations. Like, he was getting some girls from concerts. He was going up to McDonald's sometimes in the city.
Going to Central.
Going up to the high schools and shit in the area. Like, he was being a predator just by being a predator. Having girls come to the tour bus and the fucking studio and shit. It don't ring weird for nobody that everything against Deshaun Watson is all the same shit.
Oh, the same thing.
It's all the same. It's all massage therapists saying that he got fresh with him doing the massage. And I ain't saying that he did or didn't. I'm just saying I know predators to be predators. And when there's a way, there's a way.
From all
exactly.
Angles, yeah.
But then, like, some rapists be having, like, a certain MO. Like, I'm only go get blonde teachers. Niggas be weird like that.
Yeah, but see, you see that. You see that on like a lot of those people be weird and off-putting long before. We don't view them as stand-up people. Yeah. Like, people don't speak glowingly of them their whole life. And that's where it's different, because you can kind of see like a pattern or a track record. Like they say most murderers used to kill and torture animals as kids and shit. Like they have a history of fucking violence. You see what I'm saying? Like
putting a magnifying glass to ants.
Yeah, that shit. Walking around with the Lysol in the fire and shit.
Hershey.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Hershey.
I'm just.
Hey man, he innocent to proven guilty. For you talking about?
Yeah. Oh, they settled. Like it's best
shit.
That's the thing about sexual harassment. It could be something like pumping the air,
or peeing at the playground.
Peeing at the playground.
That's
just a brush up against the.
So do they gotta register sex offenders if they do that shit?
If you get found guilty,
I know the peeing at the park. Yeah, I'm talking about like him pumping in the air.
I think so. If he get convicted of like sexual,
no, they settled. So it's just all up in the term, which I don't.
No, we said if he did. Though,
oh yeah,
I think he would.
That shit crazy. Do R. Kelly got to probably register as a sex offender?
Probably. I don't think he ever gonna see the light of day again. So he ain't got to worry about that.
Damn, they
he got 30 years for one shit.
He still got to go to Chicago.
Phone call concerts coming soon.
Damn, kills.
Party line crazy.
Party. Ooh. Charge about $15 a head. I'll be on there.
Yeah, draws.
Feet in the air.
That's a sick.
Nah,
I didn't do this. This is not me.
I don't know how to hog type people. Fuck
Gail King.
Goofy bitch.
Kill said, "Can I get a cookie?"
Why she didn't interview Harvey Weinstein? Her Oprah cool with him too.
I don't know. I do not have the answers. You know what? This was gonna segue to a different topic. But shit, we don't need
Gail King.
We don't need Gail King
or Oprah.
But I don't know why I thought about.
I mean,
we an hour and a half, but I just wanted to saw this, man. We don't need no Emmett Till movie.
I'm with you when you're right, and you're right.
Like, I understand. I understand that some people need to see things visually in order to, understand. But I don't want to see that shit. This is one of the first movies like this that I'm like, man, y'all can kept this shit.
You know what's gonna piss me off? If the movie come out and then you see an uprising and an outpour of, let's convict that 88-year-old.
Oh, they doing it already. They tried to go to the old folks home and get out. They was like protesting all folks.
This is why I hate. This is why I hate my generation. Exactly why. Same shit with R. Kelly. Everything that the motherfucker tried to bring to light about R. Kelly to do the shit all over again, he'd already got found not guilty of. But y'all kept working with the nigga. Y'all kept doing music with the nigga. Like, because he was a cash cow. Y'all didn't give a fuck about these girls and all this other shit. Y'all don't give a fuck about the Emmett Till story and how tragic that situation was for him and his mother. His mother having to go down there and identify her son just by what was it? Like his ring or some shit like that? Because they couldn't even identify the face because he was beaten and drugged and his privates cut off and all type of weird shit. But a movie is gonna get 70 years later, 80 years later.
And it's supposed to be from the perspective of the mother, so maybe they won't show that shit. But still, I don't know.
You know they gonna show it.
I feel like this one of them stories, like, especially if you black in America, that you should have knew about this shit since
they teach Emmett Till in school.
You can remember. Nigga, I remember learning about Emmett Till in like first grade, maybe before that. Like, I feel like I know about this dude my whole life. And I didn't need no movie to tell me that this shit was tragic.
Shout out to the nigga playing him. Like, he playing All American. He played whatchamacallit, younger brother.
So the movie out?
It's finna come out.
Yeah,
movie. Like, you know,
Tyson about to come out.
Yeah, the Martin Luther King movie. He had several Biggie and Tupac movies.
But see, that's different though, because how we knew them was bigger than just their death. Like, they were impactful throughout their life. And not to say that, like, we don't know what Emmett Till would have grew up to be, but we know him because of what was done to him, not because of how influential and impactful his life was prior to. Like, he might have went on to be the next one of them, or whatever God had intended. Knock on wood, because I feel like it's a weird religious joke in there somewhere. But my question is, what's the point? What would be the point outside of capitalizing on black trauma?
I don't know. That's
because it's not nothing to me like this. It's not entertaining. You're not gonna walk out there feeling fulfilled.
This up there with like Passion of the Christ for me. Like, I ain't really need to see Passion of the Christ.
I walked out that shit.
I just wanted to see that one scene.
Which one?
The crucifixion. No, because, bro, like, first of all, I seen no bootleg, and nobody trying to read all that. Like,
I went to Cinema 2 right over there in Griffin.
Because, you know, every couple years they make a slave movie or a civil rights movie or some shit like
Selma
that.
13.
And before, I used to be like just brushing it off, like, all right, it is what it is. I ain't gonna watch them anyways. But this one was the first one when I was like, man, y'all could have kept this shit for show. Like,
for shit show.
I don't watch that shit. Like, I've never seen 12 Years a Slave. I'm not watching this because I know the story already. Like, it's
and then it's like a two thing. Like, it's another movie by some black people, and it's like black actors, and we don't support it. It's like, yeah, but then why it got to be this?
And I think that's what it is, because they know that on the surface, black people don't want to see that. So, like, that's just me really getting my conspiracy bag. But it's like, we gonna push this and we gonna put all the young black prominent actors and actresses in it, but they not gonna get the push because they know that black people really don't want to see that over and over again. So we can make it as a they ain't worth the money, they ain't, because like the movies and shit that they in don't get a big draw and shit.
Yeah, hopefully motherfuckers treat it like they did Harriet. I ain't want to see that shit either.
I saw that and I was kind of like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
I ain't watching that shit.
But I think I saw it because Bree wanted to go see it. I wasn't geeked about that shit.
But it is what it is. I'm gonna go see Nope though.
I'm gonna see that too.
I'm cool. Fuck him.
It came out already, ain't it?
Yeah. It's out already.
I'm gonna check it out on Fire Stick tonight. Fuck it.
I hear it's pretty decent. So.
I've heard mixed reviews.
So anybody got anything else?
Shit, I'm gonna be watching that Tyson when it come out.
Who?
Y'all seen the reviews for that?
Oh yeah,
The trailer. Nah.
No, it's like damn, I can't think of dude's name, but it's like coming on Hulu.
Yeah.
Is it a show or a movie?
It's like I think it's a miniseries.
Okay. check it
Yeah,
out.
it's like a series, so I don't know when it's coming out, but I did see the preview the other day for it. So
Do y'all watch Sisters?
No, Bree do. I don't.
That shit good as hell. I'm trying to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go watch that shit
Country
soon.
Wayne got one of the niggas from the show.
Fuck Country Wayne, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you this interview to watch real quick.
Say yeah, drip like.
That nigga got, not to be pocket watching, that nigga got a lot of money.
other black show I'll be watching, but it's pissing me off, man. It's pissing me off. Last episode I was kind of happy. Yeah.
What, P Valley?
Nah, man.
I've never seen that episode.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This season of P Valley
Got you going.
been weak. Like, I'm like 4 episodes behind, but like the first Cuba is like, all right, this is weak. No, I don't think I'm that far behind. Last time I saw it, but that's a discussion for another day, the episode.
I was gonna ask you why you start watching.
Why you start?
Yeah, why you start watching?
Why I start watching? Why I start watching? Y'all ain't seen season 1? Because of the ass, man.
There's ass on that now, ain't it?
Hey.
He ain't as much stripping ass on that.
You can see ass anyway.
You can see ass.
But look, man, we done watched a lot of gay shows before.
Who's we?
Ooh.
Y'all done watched Empire.
Nope.
Y'all done watched Power.
Power one of
Niggas
the
watched
show.
The Shy.
I don't watch The Shy.
I do watch the
But
show.
look, let me tell you about The Shadow. That's what I was really talking about.
And that,
No, it
okay,
was
see,
gay.
now we finna start a conversation that might get us canceled. Might
Watch
get y'all
Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear.
Oh yeah, I heard. I seen that people was mad that one of the
They made
The black
woman gay.
Yeah.
Just why?
Gotta kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm just playing.
no, that's for real. That's exactly how I feel.
But I don't
But
care.
hold up.
But
She got engaged to a woman and then had a grandson.
I mean,
Oh, she had a son and a grandson.
Okay.
I mean, they can be.
Son and a granddaughter.
she still got reproductive organs.
Yeah, but she
probably-
married a female.
But she probably
Well,
had the
when
baby before that.
Yeah, they
What's that? In
artificial.
vitro
Yeah,
fertilization?
something like that. I gotta wait till it come on Disney Plus before I go watch that though.
It actually,
Okay, question.
it's on the other day. It dropped
2
today.
women have a child in vitro. Who's really related to that child?
The biological mother
The
Well,
mother that
that-
gave birth.
So the other woman, really,
is a step parent.
her lineage ain't even.
Mm.
That's crazy. So let's say if okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah, let's have a conversation.
I don't think
Trying to be
that-
right.
Okay, who makes the decision of who bloodlines get to live on? Like, okay, we flip a coin.
No, it ain't.
I mean, that's a discussion they have. Like,
I mean, because it's more often than not, it's still, I don't want to call them gender roles, but it's still roles, and that somebody's the stud or the butch. I ain't trying to use no derogatory term. Somebody's more the male in the relationship. Fuck you if you
But
get
even even in the real man and woman relationship, both of their lineage goes on. And the
but
woman,
that's
only
the
one
sacrifice you gotta
person.
make when you don't like dick.
yeah, that's a sacrifice people take, man.
All right, man.
But look, the shot.
Am I lying?
Let's get back to the shot, right? The shot started out like the first 2 seasons.
It's
was
got
good,
excessive.
And then the nigga had to do some weird shit and get kicked off the show. And then they changed the whole script.
And that's not true neither. I hate that narrative that was painted.
What?
Motherfuckers ran with it. It's a whole backstory to that shit.
I'm saying though,
that's
even
not
if
true.
Even if he didn't do it, that's the reason they kicked him off.
That's the story that's told.
Okay, that's the story we told. That's the story I know, so we going with it right now. But either way, they switched the whole shit. Shit got whacked. I fucking hate Tiffany.
I
Glad he got.
I expect it from the shot because it's Chicago, and we know Chicago is a huge LBGTQ plus. Excuse me if I'm forgetting any letters. Friendly city.
I mean, that's because it's a major city. All major cities go have that like that. But
So that's why it's understandable, and you had a lot of heightened
But I ain't
alphabet
even-
people plus
Alphabet people. Wow.
situations that took place around that time. So they was just really trying to capture what was going on in the city. I understand it from that point. It didn't have to be the primary focus.
I ain't tripping off that because you can add that into the stuff. I just hate the whole narrative of the show switch to something totally different. It started off as like a more of a drama. Now it's like a love drama. Like everybody got relationship problems. They switched out the mama. She was dating another woman, but then they switched a whole another woman out and made her marry her the next season. Like,
No, you
we
had
ain't
to.
even we ain't even introduced this lady.
You don't remember what
All
happened?
y'all do is
you had 2 major actors on the show leave in the same season.
But I'm saying though, why you had to switch who the mama was dating?
That whole third season is bad because it switched.
And then y'all made her the realest nigga in the show.
I mean, you know what's gonna come with that.
She the realest nigga, and then the little boy, the son, he the second realest nigga, cause he the only one that can get his own girlfriend. The other two niggas, the fat boy can't keep his woman cause he crazy. The light skinned nigga just go take his homeboy girl. Like, damn, you see me bringing her around today, you only like that.
You've seen both of them situations 1,000 times over 10.
I know, and nigga would have got stomped out in real life.
You've seen that shit go not that way 1,000 times over 10.
Y'all know some people personally who've been on the show?
Yeah, one of Bree cousins is Bakari.
On
Amaya Ferguson. Like that's like cool as hell. He graduated from Moreton.
And then they kicked the light skinned dude brother off and replaced him with the other dude who kind of weird. Then they tried to.
Who, Luke James?
This whole show was ass. But I keep watching it. This whole show ass.
Nah, you know what? They fucked up third season because you had, like, when you lose characters, you lose storylines. So you got to create new storylines. And they lost 2 major characters in the same season. Or going into a new season. So you had to create all new storylines. That's why I get it. That's the only reason I give it some bailout.
But then, like, what's his name? The mayor, Duda. That his name?
Duda. Like, he not even the mayor no more.
Yeah, he not the mayor no more. But he was supposed to be. I thought he was over the older man. Now it seems like the older man is really running shit.
No, you knew that from the first season.
In the first season, Duda was the man.
No,
and the old nigga was just a nigga.
No, he wasn't
in the streets.
Duda was the nigga, the head nigga in the streets.
Yeah.
You knew then that he was the head. Like, you knew who the head nigga was.
But it wasn't
Sonny told you, like, that's my brother. Like, and
it wasn't that old man though. It wasn't that old man. It was the nigga that was in prison.
I mean, yeah, the nigga who played an Alias and played in some other shit that I can't think of the name of.
Like, man.
No, but see, he was.
I hate this show.
Remember, whatchamacallit that died in episode 1, old girl's son. That's his son. Like, he was in the whole first season.
Yeah, but I'm saying though,
He put like this. He was so far removed from, because remember, he had just came back to the shop after his son died.
Yeah.
Or whatever. He came back like at the end of episode 1 to episode 2, some shit like that. Because Jacob Lattimore character was working for Sonny, the restaurant. He asked him who he was and shit. He told him not to get mixed up with him because his brother is, like, he just ain't somebody that you want to get mixed up with. You didn't know how high his ranking was though at the time and shit. Like he run all that shit. Like, dude, I was never the nigga.
They just made him run all that shit though.
Man, you need to go back and watch season
prison,
1 all over again.
The nigga who was in prison ain't that old man that came back.
Yeah, no, he a top nigga too. He just wasn't the top nigga. He wasn't the money nigga.
I feel like they just added that in.
Man, you got
either way. Fuck
go back
the
and watch
shot.
season 1.
Yeah.
But I keep watching that shit though.
Yeah, because you invested. That's how I am too.
Yeah, I'm
I ain't gonna
invested
lie.
at this
They
point.
did. I'll tell you this. They got better at season 4. Season 4 and season 5. Season 3 was ass. It was ass as fuck.
This last season ass. I'm glad Emmett probably growing him some balls and being a fucking man.
Oh yeah.
Sucker ass nigga.
Damn.
I'd have whooped my shepherd ass.
Tell me how that would have worked out for you.
Shot to the leg. Pow. Show ass up upstairs.
I'm with you there. I mean, he couldn't blame. I hate
can't
that.
even be mad at my shepherd. Fuck Tiffany.
Yeah, it's her.
Something about women named
No, but you be caping for the women.
Caping. It's something about Tiffany's though, man. I'm just saying, I'm talking shit, but we almost 2 hours in. But I had to get that off my chest. I've been holding that in.
Shit, I can't wait for this
person
next.
I know aside of you who watched the shot.
Nah, I'm only watching it because I'm invested at this point, and I need to see how the shit end.
What's it, second season?
No, it's like season
It's
5.
like season 5.
Shit.
I'll tell you, it takes a turn after season 3 because you kick off Jason Mitchell leave and old boy that plays fucking whatchamacallit, older brother who was running, what's that, the 89th or the 83rd Street Gangsters or whatever. He get killed because he didn't want to. They was pushing him to be the fucking Luke James character to date the tranny. If that's offensive, I apologize. The transgender, and he said, "I'm from the Chi. Like, I can't walk around my hood in real life portraying that role, and because that's not me, and y'all not gonna force me to do that." So they killed his character off.
Hell yeah.
Bring in Luke James for season 3, or season 4, so 3 or 4 or whatever, and he takes on that role and starts season 4 and starts dating the transgender. Well, she comes in as his girlfriend and all of that, and that character, his character, really develops more sexually identifying himself this season or whatever. Like he's really coming to grips with, spoiler alert, I guess, that he might be a man, i.e. Malik Yoba, that just enjoys any type of woman, transgender or not. Like, and they go deep into that.
I'm gonna check it out.
And one thing I gotta do, like, that I hated when they introduced her though, is when that scene they was at the gay bar.
Oh yeah,
and the gay dude was clearly sexually harassing this man,
and they made him out to be the villain.
Yeah, I hated that shit.
I'm with you 1,000.
That's when I started hating the show.
Yeah, because it was excessive. It was a lot.
It was
like
unnecessary.
you try. Let me choose my words wisely.
It was unnecessary.
You forced a lot on the public viewing this.
No, it was just an unnecessary scene because they made it seem like he was the villain when actually, like, that's like me coming up to you, Trav, and like trying to hit on you. You say no,
I'm cool,
but I'm still going. Then I go off on you, and then I'm like, "Let nigga back the fuck up."
Now you a bad guy.
Now I'm the bad guy.
It's a hate crime.
And even my own girlfriend, who's the transgender, be like, "You don't do that to him. He's the gay man." And that nigga came to me talking crazy. They never addressed it. I hated that. I hated the show ever since then.
And that's where you can make the argument that you are pushing a narrative because homosexual people, LGBTQ plus members can be sexually aggressive too.
Dude, I think this gay. I think this dude. I can't call him gay yet. You know what I'm saying? Just tried to hit on me over the past weekend. Crazy.
Start running around with your shirt on.
Nah.
His ears popped up with his shirt.
Duh, crazy.
It's cold outside.
Well, coming to. Look. Okay, so cool. I'm out at the marina selling my t-shirts, right?
Should have had it on.
Selling my t-shirts. Then, I'm shutting down. Day over. I'm shutting down, packing up. Some dude pull up in the car. Yeah, you got a business card? Oh, yeah, I got a business card.
Try to get his digits.
Right, business card. Here you go. All right, man, I'm going to get at you, man. I'm going to call you. All right, okay, cool. And then I get a text. Like, hey, bro, I didn't mean to call. This that dude that asked for your card, right? 8:43. I respond back like the next day. I respond back because I ain't see it. I'm like, okay. Here's the text was like, you good? I'm like, yep.
Yep.
Then he gonna say, what you got going on? What you mean what I got going on, dog?
What you say back?
Man, I ain't said nothing. Left it on red.
Probably wasn't
Dog, what you mean what I got? I sell t-shirts, dog. What you mean what I got going on? What you need?
Tell him.
No, stop playing with me. I got t-shirts, nigga. Do you need one or not?
Turn him down. Tell him you ain't for play. Let me respond.
What you gonna say, dog? Nah, that's crazy though.
We gonna have that conversation one day.
And then I'm in Lakeside today.
Don't put that on. Don't put that on Lakeside. I mean, that's cool.
And then I'm in the Lakeside
we can
today.
have a conversation if y'all want to have one.
I'm in the Lakeside, walking out my goddamn people crib, and somebody pull up, and another car. They was riding passengers. They're like, "Hey, you was at the marina the other day?" I'm like, "Yeah." Oh man, I stay in Lakeside too, man. You stay out here too? I was like, nah, man. I got in my car. Like, I don't even know.
You had your shirt on, did you?
Damn, my shirt.
Second time you been pulled over without no shirt on.
I understand, Lakeside. It's all right.
My nigga had catfishing these niggas.
Shit wild, man. Fuck out of
Y'all silly.
Cayman niggas live a weird life, boy.
Lakeside people, dog. Wow.
Yeah, I'm adding
Nah, that's probably how it went down. He just left that out conveniently.
I read y'all the text message.
Yeah, from him. Not old. Oh, you bumped into him again? That was him at Lakeside?
I don't know who that was in Lakeside. Could have been the dude. I don't know what the dude looked like.
Come through, like he said. See what's up. What you got going on?
What? Any last words?
Thoughts and prayers. Oh, rest in peace to Tone Rome, man.
Oh yeah, a legend. A lot of y'all got y'all first test from Tone Rome.
Did you?
No.
I took Kev to get his first tattoo.
I said I was fucking with Sam and Hammond.
How'd he die?
I don't know. I just was scrolling on Facebook and
I think it was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Shout out to Kevin Alvarado with Kevin Moore. Nah, that's a fucking lifesaver, man. My dog.
Sorry to hear that.
Life insurance.
Start getting them kids ready. Get their mind back right for school and shit. Make sure you got first week coming up. So, you know.
Start putting them to bed early so they can practice.
Hey, that's crap. Get on my head, dog. Hey, I was just finna say that, man. That shit funny as hell.
Meet these kids' teachers. Don't just meet them for the first time when they got bad grades or they got something negative going on in school. Let these teachers see y'all face and shit. Like it take the home bodies and the parents. You know, all that shit.
It takes a village.
Yeah, for sure. 1,000%.
Yeah, take a village, but it'll take your parents first.
Mm-hmm.
So all y'all out there, stop playing.
Wonderful.
Check your kids' homework daily. Stop playing.
We out?
Outie.